Okay, it's time for Plan C. Everything's turned pear-shaped. First part of Plan C, I'm making an appeal to anyone in the Cincinnati area with a van or truck that can help me move some light furniture and some boxes to a storage bin about 2 miles away. Probably one load, but at maximum 2. And I can provide gas money and my undying gratitude, and that's about it. I'm really in a fix here. The second part of Plan C is I'll be taking a taxi downtown, and hopefully this time I have enough stuff to be able to get my ID situation sorted out and get copies of all of my ID. The too long didn't read version. Yesterday morning at 7 o'clock, bright and early, I trundled off down the hill with the scooter, hit a really tiny bump in the sidewalk, and the scooter died. I don't even know if the bump had anything to do with it. It just, I mean, it might have, but I don't see how. Probably a coincidence even. With the help of a complete stranger, I managed to get the scooter back up the hill and back into the apartment, and I took the scooter apart, did a circuit trace on it, and the circuit trace ends with the motor controller, which is a god-awful nightmare proprietary potted in piece of shit. Is what it is. I talked to a nice young lady at the local distributor for Pride scooters. This is a Pride Maxima, by the way. They're top of the line. And the motor controller for the top of the line, 6 years old, is no longer available. It's no longer manufactured. Now that seems wrong to me. This scooter should be much more durable than that. And parts should be available for much longer than that. But I know why they're not. What it amounts to is this. Insurance companies and Medicare won't pay for repairing a scooter. They will, however, pay for buying a new scooter periodically. Every several years you can get a new scooter, but they won't spend a tiny fraction of that amount of money on just keeping one going. So what I've decided, this is kind of a little vision that I had last night while I was raging about this. What I've decided is that my first order of business, if I survive this, is to get my patent in some kind of condition where I can make some money off of it. And then I'm going to start a new project. And my new project is going to be open mobility products. Essentially, I think that I can do a better design than this. In my sleep, I think that I can design something better than a Pride scooter. But moreover, I think that I can design something where every damn inch of it isn't proprietary. I have no illusions that it would be this pretty, because I don't intend to put a whole lot of time and effort and waste a whole lot of money on making it pretty. What I want to do is I want to design a scooter and a mobility electric wheelchair and accessories for both that are utilitarian and cheap. There's no reason to be doing this kind of shit to people that depend upon a scooter or depend upon a wheelchair. You know, I'm able to stand up and walk. I don't have much of a walking range, and it hurts, but at least I can stand up and walk. And there are people out there that can't. You know, it doesn't work anymore, or in some cases it never did. It's more than a reliability issue. Some of these folks depend upon devices like this for their lives, and to make something that, you know, I kind of suspect that this thing was deliberately designed to have a mean time to fail of about 6 years. I've worked for companies that have done crap just like that before, and it looks just like this. No parts after 6 years. Holy shit. How fucked up is that? And how fucked up is our Congress that they allow shit like this? Yeah, fiscal conservatives, my ass. The only people that benefit from this arrangement are the manufacturers of these products. Well, I think that it's about time that somebody devised a better way of doing things. I know that I can design it. It'll just be a question of getting enough interest in it. Hopefully, my patent money, if I can get the second patent up and going, will get stuff built into prototype. Something like this I could build myself by hand. I would I would need a place to work, but if that patent pays off, that shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, I want to design something where the motor controller isn't some potted in, locked up proprietary piece of bullshit, where it's an open card with published specs, every component a known published value with a schematic diagram, and just make it as simple and easy as possible to get every aspect of it serviced, and basically just embarrass the living shit out of companies like Pride, because they've got nothing to be proud of here. Yeah, it's a really, really attractive product, and while it works, it really does pretty well. But anything would. I mean, for 6 years, Ford Pinto will work okay for 6 years, and that's a piece of shit. This thing, not much better. I want to design something that might be ugly, but at the same time has the beauty of performing and doing it cheap. I want to see if I can build an entire scooter for, maybe $1,000. And I want to build it modular. So if somebody needs 2 batteries, there's a place to put 2 batteries. If somebody only needs 1 battery, they only need to put 1 battery in it. If somebody needs a motor that can climb hills, that there's an allowance for that, where you just plug in the motor that's appropriate, and you'd be able to buy the parts separately. There is absolutely no reason why something like this can't be done. And a motor controller card for something like this should be the sort of thing that you can, download a schematic diagram, download a list of components, basically take it down to the local TV repair shop and, published test points. Somebody that runs a TV repair shop would be able to fix it in 30, 45 minutes. No problem. Hell, maybe even design the whole thing to be built pretty much from a kit. That would be fucking awesome. Ship a little box to somebody or other as a kit, and they can just build the scooter themselves, or have it built for them. Anyway, it's just a thought, and that's the too long didn't read version. I am going to try to soldier on and just stay angry for a while, because it's so much better than the depression that I was feeling earlier. And there's a lot to be angry about here, so that shouldn't be too much trouble. Y'all take care, and take care of each other, because that's all we've got.